has words in it, so that's what the white part is actually. So I'm going to do, several of these. And we'll fill it in with some smaller ones with different colors. And then what I do is I run it through my Cricut machine and cut out, or you can use punches, either one, okay? You can punch out your shapes for your earrings. You can run it through a Cricut machine, whatever you want to do. Alright, so that's our base for this little section right here. I hope I'm still in frame. Let me move this up for you. I'm going to get a different color, maybe, let's do red. I have a top that I'm looking at over here on the side that has, if you have blocks for your, I do have a block. I'm going to use the block for this little one. And then you're just going to ink it. Now the thing when you're layering is, you want to layer, you don't want to just have blobs all over the place. You want them to like make sense. So you kind of want to overlap a little bit. I have a little bird I'd like to put on here too, because when we punch these, we want to get a little bit of all the designs, and it's already filling up pretty nice. And you want to go off the edges. That always looks good too. There's really no rhyme or reason. And maybe one more right there. And I will clean that off when I get off camera. Let's see. I have this butterfly right here. And I think I will use that with maybe some black. These are all archival inks, and they're by Ranger. Yeah, it's a very delicate butterfly, and we just want to fill in here. You can twist and turn, and you can use any stamps you want. Like, that's the great thing about these earrings. And I have several stamped punches that I could use. And I also have some like wooden, real thin wooden pieces. Now what I typically do is, you could even come back in over top with some watercolor. There's so many things you can do with this. You could use some gold leafing. When it's done, you know, you can put pearls on it. I mean, there's just the endless possibilities. But for right now, I'm going to show you, this right here is a 1 1/4 of an inch punch. This is from Stampin' Up, but you can get these practically anywhere. It punches very nicely, and see, you can kind of line up what you're going to be punching, see? Now, that looks nice. And then when you turn it up, you can see a butterfly in that. Come around here. Oh, we can get the whole butterfly on that one. So that's one earring, because I double these up, and I'll make 2. I kind of like having the flowers too. So, and no 2 pieces are going to look the same. That's another thing I like. So that's one set of earrings right there. But we can still keep punching. Let's cut off so my punch can reach in. We'll just cut that off right there. And now we can reach on in and get some more area. Oh, that's nice. Got the butterfly right in the middle of it. Look at that. I can come back with a marker, color in the butterfly if I want. I'm going to cut some more so I can get up there to the very top. And you see I'm just cutting off the excess so I can reach in. Because I'd like to get that butterfly right there. And I need one more to make 2 sets of earrings. Maybe that. There we go. So, let me pause and get this where I need it to be to go on to the next step. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I have used watercolor pencils to color both two sides. They're not looking too impressive yet, but I wanted to show you what I did. So I'm using Derwent Intense ink. It takes very little. You can just lightly outline it. Just like that. I know it didn't even look like I did anything. I'm going to put some right here on this one, on this wing, and a little bit on that wing. Okay? And then you have a blender brush. Now, mine is from Stampin' Up. You can see where I've been cleaning it off. And watch what happens. That little bit that I put on there goes a long way. I'm cleaning it off my brush because I want my butterfly to show up. And because we did this with archival ink, this water-based coloring is not going to mess it up. Now, because I want it lighter than that, what I'm going to do is take this wet baby wipe and I'm just going to dab it and pick up some more of that color off of there. Okay? That's all I did was pick up some more color. Because you've got to remember, we're on watercolor paper right here. Clean off my tip. Lift up some of that. Then I used yellow to do the background. And even though I got blue paint, I was getting close to where I had painted that paper blue. That's okay. You know, when you're doing mixed media stuff, it not being perfect is even more perfect. Isn't that crazy? Alright, so then I'm going to take this marker and I'm going to blend out my yellow. Just in all the little spots around what we stamped. That's pretty bright. I don't know if I want it that bright. So while I'm still working on this space, again, you can take a baby wipe, dab off some of that pigment. I'm done with that. Let's see if we dab off some of that yellow, lighten it up a little bit. Because what I'm going to do next is I'm going to clear emboss these. I don't know if you know about embossing. You have to use this Versamark watermark stamp and some embossing powder. And all you do is, I've already glued these two together, and I press them down into this clear stuff, which my pad is nasty, but I'm going to do both sides at one time. I'm pressing, and it's probably better because I'm getting it on my fingers, to use some tweezers, press it down. I don't want any marks on it. Turn it over, press it down. Okay? And then I just use a coffee filter, like this right here. I'm going to bring this over here like that. And I'll sprinkle my embossing powder. I'm going to flip it, do the other side. And I'm going off camera. This is you got to set it with the heat. So I'm going to go off camera and make this emboss. I'll be right back. So, what started out as this right here, oops, these are so light they fall, but it started as this. Then we took it to the next level, coloring it in, and then we embossed. I added some jewels. I hope you like it. I love how it turned out.